what I'm saying. A teenager, when their friends come right home, you are surprised because they hardly make a noise. You can hardly hear their voice. The only time you can hear their voice is when they're playing video games with multiple partners around the world on your Fortnite or something like that. That is the difference. They are far wiser than we ever were. They're not in a hurry. They are, in fact, I'm surprised at the frugal nature at which Gen Z is living. In fact, it started off where they're even more minimalistic. They don't want to buy a car. They don't want to buy houses. They're, few dresses. They're moving on with life. It's just amazing how peaceful they look and how connected they are. So when I was a teenager, I never heard a foreign accent, man. I never saw another person of another race, or interacting with them in Jamshedpur was never a choice unless you had an exchange student who came and, he looked completely different from us. Because the only way we could hear a foreign accent was when we caught somebody on the ham radio and Australian accent, Filipino accent, and you realize there's a different world outside the city you're living in. Now the child is born with Netflix, Amazon, social media. He's used to all the accents which we could not understand easily. His connect to the entire world is far more than we ever had. And so his wisdom is far different than what we had as children. No, the curse is the availability of too much information that is irrelevant to you. For example, you get up in the morning and you're looking at news and you find that some guy in Bolivia rode over his dog with intent and killed it. It has nothing to do with you. It's a sad, unfortunate incident, but it plays in your mind. How can somebody cruel? How can you ride over your own dog or beat him to death? Things that we never knew. If something happened in Delhi, 2 days later we got the newspaper. It was, maybe we heard it on the radio. So irrelevant information did not have a bearing on my day-to-day mental health. Now, something happened there. It's instantaneous news. It's bombarded on your face. Bam, bam. It has nothing to do with you. Nothing. But it plays on you. And that is the sad part. So slowly, what will happen is all these generations will start saying, enough, yaar, this information. I don't need this news. I don't need this news. So now instead of watching shows on Netflix, you're just flicking through the first 10 seconds of every show or first 20 seconds of every reel. And you just say, I know. And it comes to a hurtling and a cacophony that you want to stay away from. The biggest ways of breaking up a society, when you stop making the guy want to dwell with things that is happening around him. You create so much of confusion. You create so much of disdain with information overload that the guy doesn't know that the Britishers are coming in and taking over the country. Or the Mughals are coming in and taking over the country. You're fighting within yourself so much. Apna jaat, apna honor, and the Britisher came and took you over because you're not bothered about your situational awareness. That's the easiest way to take over a community, a country, a nation. And so the disparity between the haves and the have-nots is getting wider and deeper as we talk. When I say have and have-nots, not essentially monetarily. अब ये AI आ गया, इसको समझना पड़ेगा. अब ये मतलब हम लोग नहीं समझेंगे तो we'll be behind.